Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. Let's see what June 2024 has in store for you. Any messages that you also, or not messages, but any information you may be looking for will be in the description. Make sure you also subscribe so you never miss a beat whenever I upload here on the channel. But let's get into it. First card we have is the Seven of Cups. So this talks about exploring your options, exploring what's out there for you. If you felt pigeonholed to one way of making money, you're like, okay, I'm ready to look at what else is out there for me. Same thing in terms of the realm of love. You could be at a space to where you're confused, getting mixed signals, mixed energy from a love interest in particular. And it could be causing you to just kind of question, okay, what are my options? What should I do? Now, with the Seven of Cups, it's also important during the next couple of days that you're mindful of over drinking too much, or in like having mood swings or mixed emotions because of whatever could be going on with someone else, or in the midst of just your situation being confusing, that you don't act on these emotions and that you really take some time to reflect before making any permanent decisions. Also with the Four of Swords, it does talk about like your sleep quality. Some of you are not sleeping well because you have a lot on your mind. You could be having very vivid dreams, okay? Some of you oversleeping. But I'm seeing that there could be at some point some sort of conversation that happens with you and a family member, or you and someone you may have children with. And this could give you something to think about, especially with the things that come out within this conversation. It could be their perspective. It could be how they feel about, you know, your role in terms of being a parent. It could be the quality of the relationship between you two. Something is going to give you a pause or a moment where it's like, yeah, I got to think about some things. Another thing I'm seeing, so Sagittarius, we have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So this does talk about taking charge. Even though you are experiencing, like I said, some confusing stuff in the background, I see you wanting to pour that energy into your dreams, your hopes, your goals, even though you're anxious around whether or not you're going to, you know, get to a stable place career-wise or make the type of money that you would like to make. You're keeping pushing. Now, it's with the Knight of Swords, it talks about making sure you're not rushing or being such a bulldozer to get things done that you miss important details. And some of you could end up doing that, where it's like you're rushing to get things done or trying to stay on pace, that you could be missing important things along the way. Some of you guys also may meet someone new. This looks like an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, doesn't matter the zodiac sign, and you guys could really hit it off like immediately. And it could be very anxious, or it could be a very anxious experience for you, because you may have thought that it was going to be hard for you to maybe get a serious relationship, or anxious around whether or not this person even was relationship material or is relationship material. For my Sagittarius who are dealing with new people, it's going to show you if you've truly gone through the process of healing, because you could have somebody who, you know, comes into your life and could be good for you, but because you're anxious, because you've been through some things, you may need to be mindful of self-sabotaging or being too quick to kind of cut things off, or trying to jump into things too soon. So I also have the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Hangman. So a lot of you will be ending a relationship with someone where they keep putting you on pause, or they keep delaying moving things along in terms of a committed relationship, or being live-in partners, getting married. You could be in a space to where you're like, you know what, your energy keeps switching up, and I don't want to keep pouring into this, and then getting irritated because nothing is really like being produced. Okay, let's pull from here. Sagittarius. So we have let yourself receive support. It's often easier for empaths to give than receive. Allow others to support you. Experience the pleasure of their caring energy. So for my Sagittarius who bottle up your emotions, bottle up your problems, go to people who genuinely support you and surround yourself with that light, with that energy. And it's easy to be, like this card says, the person who can give advice, be a support system for others. But when we need it, you're struggling with maybe accepting that. And maybe it's important that you work on that skill. I also have practice patience. Press the pause button. Take a day off from being frustrated with yourself or others. Patience reaps great rewards. So it's important that you're not getting into this energy of wanting to, again, speed things up, rush things ahead. If you need a moment to pause and reflect, so be it. Okay, also it's understanding how to properly practice patience, because there's a wrong way and there's a right way. There's things that you should be patient for. There's things that you shouldn't be so patient for. And understanding that time limit and how it works. But let's pull 3 more cards for you. Sagittarius for the month of June. So we have, 3 cards came out exactly. So we have fun. So this could be a time frame in which you can have fun. Make sure you're prioritizing fun. Some of you have been all work, no play. And fun does not have to look like spending a whole bunch of money. Fun can look like, you know, doing something nice, having a little self-care day, hanging out with friends, whatever, you know, you deem to be fun. I also have crown, which represents personal power. So understand that what you give your personal power to this month is what's going to grow. And if you put your personal power back into you and pouring into you, you could walk out of this time frame feeling more determined than ever, stronger than ever. And we have lightning, which represents disruption. So whenever this card comes up, this is a reminder that things that shake up in our life is more so to show us where we need to like pay close attention to certain things, and not necessarily to get discouraged or to say F it or to throw in the towel, but to just bring attention to certain issues. And if it is one of those scenarios, then so be it. But it's important that we pay attention to whatever these disruptions or shakeups are trying to teach us in the moment, because there could be a bigger lesson that we're not seeing on the surface. And it could even take time sometimes too to see it. But I hope that this was helpful and did give you some insight. If you enjoyed, thumbs up the video, subscribe, and I will talk to you in the next one.